Okay.
Do you want to say hello on this one? Do you want to start off?
Oh.
We've done that before. Go on. Your turn.
Hello. We're back again. And for the first time ever, I'm being allowed to speak first. Which I'm not sure it's really me. But anyway, hi, we're back. This is Ian, as you know, and I'm Jane.
If you've never seen us before, we're YouTubers and we're doing the Edinburgh Fringe, as we do every year. And we went to see Silent Treatment, which was my choice. And before we left Yorkshire, we had a few get-togethers about things to see, and we were just looking through things, and I just stumbled across this, and it sounded fascinating to me. Do you want to just read out the little synopsis bit?
Yeah, so The Silent Treatment, it's Sarah Louise Young, storytelling, new writing. A singer loses her voice and embarks on an unexpected journey of self-revelation. Intimate, funny and uplifting. And it's from the creator of An Evening Without Kate Bush and Julie Madly Deeply.
Okay.
Which, yeah.
I saw that the Kate Bush thing was on, really, this year.
Yeah.
I wouldn't normally have gone to that type of show. But anyway, that's not what we're...
We're not talking about.
I know we're not, but I'm just... No, don't worry, that's fine. But it's interesting you say that. I didn't know that was her. I mean, when we came in, and actually the room that we were in was at Summer Hall, and it is the Anatomy lecture theatre, isn't it? And it's an amazing room, very reverberant. Reverberant, yeah.
Oh, is that right?
And with...
Well, you are immediately transported back to the 19th century.
Oh, God, yeah.
I kid you not.
Yeah.
Because it's like a sort of a wooden amphitheatre, very tiny, but all wooden tiered seats.
Yeah.
Not that big.
No, it's not.
But you can just imagine when you're sitting there that you're looking down onto a dissecting table.
That's right.
You know, with gentlemen with top hats and suits on with knives. I mean, it's seriously, it has to be seen to be believed. Anyway, that's the setting.
And Sarah Louise was stood in the middle when we walked in, and she welcomed us all in, and she was sort of singing, and she was asking people for... that wasn't puns, was it? It was...
tongue twisters.
Tongue twisters.
Yeah.
Which some people did give her a couple of tongue twisters.
Yeah.
And then the show started.
Because she actually said, sorry to interrupt, but she was warming up her voice.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, she did. Yeah,
that's what she was doing.
And then the show started, and it is true, and it's absolutely delightful. I don't really want to give any of it away. I think it's the sort of thing you have to experience it, actually, because she's very funny. I mean, she sings a few songs, which, I mean, she's got an amazing voice. You know.
Wow.
Yeah, she's great. And she, I mean, her props were very minimal. We had a chair, we had like a pith helmet that she wore at one point, but the main prop was like a round scarf. And what she did with this scarf was absolutely phenomenal. We had the folds of your throat, and anyway, I
don't think you need.
But what she did with it was just incredible.
I know. I wanted to mention that. I have never seen an item of clothing so effective in demonstrating various things. It has to be seen to be believed.
Yeah.
It really does.
Yeah.
I mean,
I did love it. I thought the whole thing was absolutely just superb.
Her experience was at times traumatic.
Yeah, and some of it's
very emotional.
Very emotional. But she doesn't dwell on that at all, does she?
No.
I mean, she just tells it like it is, actually, which is it's refreshing.
It is. Very creative.
Go on.
No, go on.
The only bit I didn't quite get was, and it looked brilliant was where she did the torch, and she did the reflections on the wall, and it went on for quite a bit. That bit.
Well,
and I know it was. Wasn't it sort of connected to the mermaid?
Yes, that's all.
Yeah,
yes,
I don't want to say any more than that.
Yeah.
But I wasn't. I just wasn't sure.
Well, I think it was
that bit.
Part. Without.
Yeah,
because
it's hard for us to do.
It is integral because there are lots of sort of lots of little elements which, we sort of see at the beginning, and then things happen to them, and it's very important what happens to them in the end. So we don't want to spoil it, but I think it was part of that story.
It was the only bit that it didn't lose me. Because I was completely engaged the whole time. I just wasn't quite sure of how it fitted well, but that might be me.
Yeah,
did you feel that?
No, I was just going with the flow.
Yeah.
Because there was so many sort of devices, images, descriptions going on that I found it highly inventive. The way the whole show is about her when she lost her voice and then when she got it back, basically.
Yeah.
And there are so many ways, as I've just described, that she uses to show us.
Yeah.
And the experience on her, and I think some of it is just so sort of creative that you just go along with it.
You have to see it. I mean, our job is always quite difficult to describe these things when they're, it's at times it's wacky, it's sad at times, it's poignant, it's brilliantly funny, it's everything for an hour. But isn't it?
But you come out of it. I mean, it's an experience I've never had.
No.
I'm not a singer. I've never even lost my voice. But you can understand the effect on her, what it meant.
Yeah.
And she has chosen to do a piece of theatre on it. And you really come out feeling that you understand, or that some of the, and I know it's an overused word, but the journey that she went on.
It does resonate with me, because you remember when I was singing in that band back in the 90s.
Yes.
Now, I am not the world's best singer. I'm singing in a rock band, and I joined this band, and I lost my voice. Because I was singing the wrong keys, and I was pushing my voice at rehearsals and gigs, and literally all of the power went. And I had that situation where I had to stop singing for about 2 or 3 weeks. Remember? No, you don't. You don't remember, do you? No. See, there you go. So I mean, certainly the business of actually losing your voice. It's not like you've just lost. You suddenly can't speak. But you've lost everything to do with whatever power you have in a singing voice. It's just gone, and I squeak.
So you can empathise.
I can really empathise with, and it's not. We're not giving anything away, but it was happening to her fairly frequently, and she was covering it at the beginning, wasn't she? And the catalyst was where it happened in a concert, or she was on stage.
Yeah. Anyway, don't say anymore.
No, I won't. Absolutely brilliant, must see. It's at Summer Hall in the Anatomy Lecture Theatre, and it's at 10 to 2 every day throughout the Fringe. And it's the only days it's not is the 15th and the 22nd. Finishes on the 28th, 2 for 1 days at 8th and 9th. And actually, back to what I'd said about the fact I wouldn't necessarily have picked the Kate Bush thing. I'm very interested in seeing her do other things. So, well, I mean, if we've got capacity, I think I might like to go and see either Julie Madly Deeply or An Evening Without Kate Bush. And just because I thought she was great.
She was.
And obviously she'll be just, she's incredibly talented, brilliantly funny, you know, with an amazing voice, really. Stars?
I'd go for a 4.
I'm going to go for a 4-2 because I thought she was great, absolutely wonderful. Yeah. So, okay.
Yep.
So, I'm going to let you wrap up, darling.
Right. We finished, and we'll see you in the next video.
Thanks very
Cheers,
much. Bye-bye.
Bye.